The Acolyte episode 8. It's over, guys. It's over. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's over. Okay. And boy, did we have some people who loved the Acolyte so much. Oh, man, they loved it. Look, you had over on X, this is some people who loved it. You had Shannon, go ahead and cancel Ahsoka and Mando. Nothing is beating this. This is how much you had Vader's order. Star Wars is thriving, showing Darth Plagueis and Yoda showing up in the final episode. Spoilers, everybody. You have Sean Gabbett. You could never get me to hate the Acolyte. 10 out of 10 show with some great reveals, plot, and fire combat scenes. You have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Acolyte is better than Ahsoka, Book of Boba Fett, and Kenobi. I said what I said. And this isn't all I got. I got some more people. Don't worry. Because we also got Josh Brennan. Don't really understand the hate. Well, actually, I can. For the Acolyte. Ended up really enjoying it. Hope it gets a season 2. People, it's not going to get a season 2. And it better not get a season 2. You got Sonny Tyler. We need season 2 of the Acolyte, please. Why? You got Rosen Girl. The Acolyte was so brilliant. Best Star Wars show. I can't wait for season 2. Heart, eyes, smiley face. 3 in a row. Look at that. Oh, man. You got Yennefer. Just remembered why we need a season 2 of The Acolyte. We need to see them kiss, talking about Kamir and Osha as they stand looking over the ocean at the end of episode 8. You got Quadrain. I absolutely love the finale of The Acolyte. Amazing end to a fantastic series. Well done, everyone. Okay, look. I got one more of these. I'm sorry. You got Jacob, who's the Harry Sisson of Star Wars. The fight choreography in this series is some of the best in of all Star Wars, and I will not be convinced otherwise. All these lightsaber duels lived up to the hype and perfectly reflect those of the prequels. No, not even a little there, Jacob. Not even a little. These lightsaber battles were some of the most shoddy and weak battles I've ever seen, and the choreography was horrendous. Everything about this show was bad, man. It was bad. And then you got Aro, who, what if I say I've cried? The Acolyte. And shows a picture of Kamir and Osha holding hands as they hold a lightsaber at the end of episode 8. It's pathetic, guys. It's really pathetic that there's fans who are willing to accept such mediocre content like this. It's really, really, really sad. It really is. I don't get it. I don't understand how people can sit there and truly just look at something like this. Look at something that is so mediocre and say this is phenomenal. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't see why people do it. But that's all right, because we have people like Joe Pistone. So what was with all the First Order Knights of Ren music? Or is that just Star Wars music now? Because he's not wrong. Joe Pistone is right. Wasn't it even Leslie Headland who said at some point during an interview after that episode, I think it was episode 6 that it played, and she's like, oh, I can't talk about that because that would give something away. What would it give it away? There was nothing. There was nothing. They played Knights of Ren music over Kamir going and looking at Osha, and it led to nothing. Were they alluding to something that wasn't actually anything? Like, come on. Like, stop. Like, they didn't know what they were doing. You got Mahler, 93. He goes, we often joke about it, but key jangling right at the end will always work on Disney Star Wars fans. You can literally fill a season with decrepit dog shit writing, and it won't matter as long as you bait what might happen next time. And he shared the post that I talked about was Star Wars thriving with Plagueis and Yoda showing up in that episode. Again, not wrong. You dangle some keys in front of these Star Wars fans right now, and they're going to love it. They're going to say, look, it's Plagueis. Oh, jeez, it's Plagueis. Oh! Even though they showcased him in the worst possible way. And in the most ridiculous way. They gave Yoda, there was a back shot of Yoda. Come on. Come on. First off, we've seen Yoda how many times? Like, that's not even impressive. Like, Yoda was present during the entire prequels saga trilogy, and then we saw him in episodes 6 and episode 5 and episode 8. Like, we've seen him before. So why hide him? Like, they're like making it like some big reveal. Oh, we gotta hide Yoda. We gotta hide Yoda. Oh man, gotta hide Yoda. Like, why? Just show him. We know what he looks like. We know who he is. Just show him. Like, what are you trying to prove here? It's ridiculous. Disparo. The Acolyte is just audiobook smut. She holds the throbbing lightsaber at his throat and gazing longingly into his eyes. It really is. It really is just audiobook smut is what it is. Because there are some ridiculous scenes, but do you expect anything less from the type of person this showrunner is? Just think about that for a second. You take that as you will. Yeah, and then you have Christian Harloff. Did you see his reaction to the lightsaber fight at the end of episode 8? It was phenomenal. That junk man posted the clip of Christian Harloff. His face pretty much sums it up for all of us. It was terrible. The kung fu that they tried to put in this show, it didn't look good. Because I could understand if, I've watched kung fu. Kung fu movies are cool. They're fun. They're great. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, one of the best. The kung fu is cool. But here's the thing. They failed miserably in showcasing it here in this show. It looked horrendous. It didn't look good. It looked like it was just, they were half-assing it. It was just bad. It was a poor attempt is what it was. That junk man again posted a meme of Plagueis creeping out. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis, the peeping Tom cave dweller? Oh man, because he was peeking on Kamir and Osha. That's just so gross and disturbing and ridiculous. Then you have Ozzy who says, these two cameos are the most desperate thing I've seen from Star Wars to date. This is literally evidence of why Star Wars is not thriving. The Acolyte. Again, it's true. There's nothing about this show that worked. But they dangled the keys just a little bit. They were like, hey guys, here's the keys. Look, we got Darth Plagueis over here. Here's Yoda's back of his head. And fans of Disney Star Wars went wild. The writing is horrendous. I mean, it's plain and simple.